This is the Moshpit Backstage podcast for punk, metal and rock interviews and segments.
So if I'm not mistaken, I've got Matt Young on the phone. Matt, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, my friend.
Awesome. So Matt Young, Youngie of King Parrot, they'll be playing at Download on March 24th. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, with a festival, especially a big festival like this, do you kind of approach that any differently than you do a regular show?
I think for us, man, we're more like just a straight up kind of, I don't know, the way we approach it, obviously we play sort of grindcore sort of stuff, but the way we approach it is more like a sort of traditional just sort of band. So there's no sort of special effects or anything like that with us. You know, we just put on a pure energy show basically and feed off the audience. So we pretty much approach every show the same, and I think just with the festival shows, you just get a bit more of a playground, a bit more room to move around, and there's more people to have fun with. So we pretty much approach it the same as any other show, and we like to be able to sort of think that we can, turn up with our drums and our amps and all that sort of stuff, and either play a festival or play a smaller club show. So it's all pretty much the same for us, but it's always fun playing in front of more people and playing on the bigger stages. That's for sure.
Awesome. That's a really good attitude to have. For you guys as a band, you obviously have to prep, you have to actually do your set, but the rest of the day, what do you guys get to do? How does that work for you?
I think pretty much a download this week. I think we're doing a little signing thing at 2 o'clock or 2:30 or something like that, and then there's a lot of press stuff, media people hanging around out the back at the backstage area, so we'll probably do a bunch of interviews and all that sort of thing. And I'm really hoping that I can check out some of my friends' bands like High Tension and Psychroptic and Clown, and watch them play on the big stages. I really want to check out Nails as well. And, I think we probably won't be able to check out Suicidal Tendencies because I think we sort of we start just as they're sort of finishing. So, for the most part, you're kind of busy all day, there's not really much time just to sort of hang out or whatever, but, it's heaps of fun and there's always a really great vibe. So it's always exciting to be a part of it. And, we're just honoured to, have the opportunity to play it Download. It's great.
Definitely good. Now, sort of in contrast to that, you'll be touring the rest of the East Coast, playing a really good bunch of regional shows. In terms of that, how difficult is it to get those set up? Because you often, with a lot of the sort of national tours, you find that it's very much focused on even just a couple of venues. How is it to set those gigs up?
So we've been planning this regional tour that we're doing for, I guess it's been in the pipeline for a year or two, really. We've been talking about doing it, and talking with our booking agent about getting out to play in front of more sort of regional audiences, because I just think it's really important that we get out to those places and spread the words of our band, and we've done it a lot in the past, but we haven't actually done it so concentrated, this is a month worth of shows, 24 shows in total. So it's, it can be a little bit tricky, it can be a bit challenging, and, it's the regional venues operate a little bit slower than the city venues. So, it's, you just got to do it the best that you can, and that's what we've done with this, and we've, been really lucky and grateful to be able to string 24 shows together. So it's going to be an amazing month, and it's really exciting for us to be able to do something like that, and also bring out our friends Childbite from the US, who are a really amazing band. We've played with them a lot in the US and Canada over the last sort of 4 or 5 years since we've been touring internationally, and we really think the Aussie audiences will dig them. They're completely different to us. They're more sort of punk, hardcore sort of band. It's their first trip out here, and I guess they kind of remind me of a bit of a cross between sort of the Jesus Lizard and the Dead Kennedys a little bit of Clutch, a bit of Melvins in there as well, and even some heavier stuff too. So they're a really great band though, and it's definitely worth checking out.
No, that's good. Unfortunately, we won't have them in Download or in Melbourne. But,
no, they're not playing Download.
Yeah, but I'm sure some true fans could probably make up the trip. Now, in terms of the last album, which we talked about last year, Ugly Produce, now it peaked at number 21 on the ARIA charts. Like, do you reckon that's like an aberration, just sort of moved forward by the force of King Parrot, or is it like, do you think there's something else to it that's sort of more broadly representative of, I don't know, music or anything like that?
We're very lucky that we have very loyal fans, I think, and that's just been a blessing for us. We've had fans that have just supported us from the start. We've had a consistent approach to the way that we play music and the way that we've grown our band and the business basically, and it is what it is. We just sort of we just try and be consistent with the way that we do things and try and write good music, do good quality stuff, and put on exceptional live shows. And I think that's why, I think our last album hit exactly the same spot on the ARIA charts, 21 as well. So, and I think when we did our first album, that was kind of when we were first sort of starting, but we've sold probably more copies of that first record than we've sold of the next two, just probably because it's been out a lot longer or whatever. But I just think it's just that consistency, getting out and doing the stuff that we're doing, playing the regional areas and some of the places where a lot of other bands just won't go to. So we love doing that, and we're going to continue doing that, and just trying to sort of just to. I love, like, as a kid that grew up in regional areas, Matt, I used to love when those bigger bands from the cities and stuff would come out and play, and that, your young band might get the opportunity to play with them. So that the fact that we get the opportunity to do that for other people now is really amazing to me, and I want to be able to sort of continue doing that.
Awesome. So King Parrot will be appearing at Download. Youngie, I really appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you guys. I'll be there. And yes, it's going to be a really exciting event. So thank you so much for talking to me.
No worries, man. We'll see you at 7 o'clock at the Dog 2 stage.
Great. I look forward to it. All right. Thanks so much.
Thanks for listening to the Moshpit Backstage podcast. You can subscribe to us on iTunes and Omni. To find out more about the show, go to www.syn.org.au/moshpit. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/moshpitonsyn, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at moshpitsyn. The regular Moshpit radio show broadcasts punk, rock and metal tunes and interviews every Thursday nights on Syn 90.7 on FM and digital radios. Listeners outside of Melbourne, Australia can stream Syn 9.7 online at www.syn.org.au. Thanks to Vintage Ruin for the music.
Hi, this is Tomato from Flash Gun Apocalypse.
Hi, I'm Enid from Girls Go.
I am Phoebe Pinnock from Heaven the Axe.
Hey, this is Gary Only of the Misfits.
Hey, this is Kat Sproul from Horizon's Edge, and you're listening to the Moshpit on Syn FM.
Hi, this is Einar from Leopard.
Hi, I'm Virginia Lilly from the band Lily.
This is Raul from 1349.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ali from Zebrahead.
Hey, everybody, this is Charlie Benante with Anthrax, and you are listening to the Moshpit on Syn.